As he steps up to break in frame 8, this must seem an all too familiar position for Gareth Potts. It's the 13th tour final. An absolutely incredible record from those 13. Of the 12 that have been completed to date, he's won 11 of them. So, one of the few things in his life that he doesn't have extensive experience of is losing in finals. And one thing that he has an awful lot of experience of, lifting the trophy. Lee Kendall, no stranger to winning tour events either. He's won 3 in his illustrious career. Been runner-up a further 3 times. It's been over 13 years since he last won one. Plenty of adages about class being permanent. Every one of them applies in spades to Lee Kendall, but at the same time, it's a long time to go without winning. Must heighten the pressure, at least to some extent. Could Gareth Potts' dry break in this frame be the lifeline that Lee needs to get going again? Said from the start that what he really needs to do is keep with Gareth. Don't think he's going to be able to claw back a massive deficit if he gets too far behind. Path for both the remaining 2 reds. Should still be okay, but just needs to pot the one along the cushion and just nudge gently into the other one, just knock it back into a pottable position. Shot before last has just made this all a little bit more difficult than it might be, but still going. Can't quite decide which way. Decides to go for the middle pocket first. Could really have played that one either way around. He could have played this other red that he's left last long into the bottom right hand corner pocket, but deciding to try and keep things as simple as possible, not have to move the white around too much. Good confidently struck shot, leaves the straight black. Very important frame this for Lee. 6-2 would almost certainly have been too many. 5-3 though, keeps him in with a shout. For those just joining us, you're watching the final of event 1 of the 2011 International Tour. The culmination of 18 hours of live streaming brought to you from Blackpool this weekend. It's 2 players from Stoke that have reached this final. England captain Lee Kendall and his former protégé and now 3 times world champion Gareth Potts. Try to get a start by Lee, going 2-1 up. Gareth had much of the later running, but Lee stuck with him.
Red ball's nominated, 30 seconds. Yellow ball's in play.
For those who haven't yet signed up, our Facebook page is now active. Search for the stream team, details of forthcoming events. Gareth Potts bidding for his 12th international tour title, Lee Kendall for his 4th. Once again, this is all starting to look fairly straightforward for Gareth Potts. Yeah, nice rhythm to a step around the table. He's got a tiny bit more angle with this shot than he would ideally want, but still simple enough to get on the red over the left-hand middle pocket. Well, I say simple enough, it's certainly not simple enough if you're right behind that yellow. There was a slight problem from where he was. He just had a little bit too much angle. He's trying to play it with the triceps side and bring the white down this side of the yellows, or else go past them, but in the end it's done neither. This red is reasonably well placed to pot it off the side cushion. And he's come as close to doing that as he could possibly have done without it actually going in. It is though, it's going to be a very relieved Lee Kendall that makes his way to the table. Difference between 7-4 and 6-5 would be absolutely enormous. I mean, it looked like he was dead and buried in this frame and gifted a comparatively straightforward chance. Very confident opening pot that. Not only has he knocked the yellow in, but he's been able to get the white over to the right hand side of the table and take the only yellow that you could have foreseen causing him any trouble, the one next to the black. Nothing at all intrinsically difficult about this clearance. Anything you could possibly imagine standing between Lee and winning this frame would be the pressure of the occasion. As we mentioned already, you don't achieve all that Lee Kendall has achieved in his career without being able to deal with the pressure of big occasions. Just the simple stuff to do now. Referee Richard Rhodes just taking an attentive look to make sure that Lee's not putting his sleeve on the red ball over the middle pocket. Bridging over that same ball again. Black down. Good clearance from Lee Kendall to drag one back. Now only one frame behind. Gareth Potts leads by 6 frames to 5. When Gareth Potts opened up a 3-frame winning lead, put 4 together from frames 4, 5, 6 and 7. Looked for a moment like the match might all be over, but Lee Kendall's refusing to go away. Only 1 frame in it now.
Red ball's in play.
One of the best breaks we've seen this match. The balls are split almost perfectly. Either colour fairly invitingly set. The red side taking Gareth's fancy. Although Gareth will still be feeling very confident and still very much got the upper hand, he does want to try and press home the advantage he's had. He wouldn't want to see Lee clawing back anymore. It's 2 in a row now. See any real difficulties here though. Balls all link up perfectly. Just leave the one over the middle pocket until last. A forward perfect position on the black. Gareth Potts barely pausing to draw breath now. Joining up the dots. Short black down. The Kendall's brief resurgence halted. Gareth Potts now ahead by 7 frames to 5. As Lee Kendall steps up to break in frame 13. This will be his last chance. Certainly could if he's going to play shots like that. Gareth Potts just needing 1 frame to lift this, which would be his 12th international tour. Only the first event of the 2011 series, but been some absolutely cracking matches at this event. The tour continues to go from strength to strength. IPA's recently announced that due to burgeoning entry levels and the success of its commercial activities, and be in a position to offer enhanced prize money as of Tour 4 of this year. Be £5,000 on offer in the main tour event for the winner. Further details about how to join the tour and online streaming and videos from recent events to be found at www.propool.org. As Lee Kendall looks on, is he going to get back to the table? Certainly not if Gareth Potts has anything to do with it. He's 2 shots away now from victory. Been an assured performance this from Gareth Potts. No nonsense, hasn't had to do anything spectacular, but has done everything right. It's black down, Gareth Potts wins by 8 frames to 5. Gareth, new year, but the same old story. This is your 12th victory now. Does it get any easier?
No, it doesn't really get any easier. Obviously, I'd like to say well done to Lee. You know, obviously he's been playing the game a long time, and you know he used to be up there years ago, and you know to still keep producing it, and you know to get to a tour final really is unbelievable, really. So, you know, well done to Lee, really. But no, it doesn't get any easier. There's always tough matches, and you know a couple of good breaks towards the end there. Otherwise, you know, it was close.
Did you ever imagine standing in this position when you were 4-1 down against McHill, 7-6 down?
No, you know, that was the game that sort of, you know, I thought, well, I'm probably destined to win after that now. I mean, the first 5 frames are from the break, obviously 4 to him, 1 to me, and then I got a good finish the next frame to go 4-2 instead of 5-1. So, you know, that sort of kept me in the match really. 5-1, you know, I'm struggling, but 4-2, and then, you know, it was a good game, and he missed his last ball there towards the end, but, you know, you have to have a little bit of luck sometimes to win.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, great final, both players, Lee, Gareth. If we can ask IPA official Sean Baker to come forward and present the trophy.